The color changing pomegranate lamp is what I've been working on lately. It can be colorful, or I can choose a color with this remote control over here. I thought it's something interesting I can share on this channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is noamtsvi. I make all kinds of interesting things, 3D printing, DIY, design things. If you like these kinds of videos, please hit that subscribe button on the bottom. So it started when I wanted to make a pomegranate ornament. Why pomegranate, you ask? Well, pomegranates are cool. I like them. If you look closely at the contours, it's not exactly round. I tried to make it look natural, and I wanted the crown on top to be a little more simple. When I finished this part, I thought of splitting off some pieces off the side, and I could add like textures in sections. So you can see I split up this kind of rib cage and I added sections. This way I can add the texture only in these parts and have the sides of these ribs stay smooth. This was my first idea, to kind of have a gyroid texture on the sides. If you're familiar with slicers, this is before Prusa Slicer had it. I had to download a modification from GitHub, but it was a little too complicated and kind of messy to print, so I tried something else. This is the next version. I made these sides low poly. 3D files are built out of thousands of teeny tiny little triangles. So what I did is I made those triangles larger compared to a computer screen. You can say I just lowered the resolution of the triangles. And after this one was ready, I thought maybe it would be a cool idea if I take these lines of the triangles and I build the object along these lines. And once this one is ready, I thought it would be pretty cool if I draw lines from the center of each triangle, and that will give me a completely new shape. Then I came up with this one. And you kind of make the connection between the triangles and the lines and between the lines. At this point, I thought it would be pretty cool if I merged them like this. And this is the result that I got. I think this one is the most interesting so far. As far as making them on the 3D printers, the shape is very complex and the extruder needs to jump from one shape to another. You can see it has hundreds of tiny holes or shafts, whatever you want to call it, which causes some quality issues. So I tried to print it colder, but then the layers don't really adhere. The bottom part gets smushed, so basically it messes up a bunch of times. And sometimes they even fail completely in the measure. But I still use them to put loose change in, keys, basically to empty my pockets. This one was supposed to glow in the dark, too bad it didn't turn out. At this point, I suddenly had the idea to make a lamp out of it. But what kind of light can I put inside this? First thing I had to do was open up the bottom, so I designed a small cap that I can open with a coin. That way I could put the light inside. When I was trying to figure out what light I should use, I had the idea to use this string light lying around. So I got these lights off Amazon and they work beautifully. But the problem with these lights is actually buying them because they keep going out of stock. So I have a bunch of these with basically slightly different remotes. So far my favorite color is black because when you turn it on in the dark, the only thing you see is the lights. First ones I made with eSun PETG, then I started using Prusa Galaxy Black, but I got the best results with a filament called Alma. And since I've been making so many of these lately, I thought to myself, why not? I'll try to sell them. Worst scenario, nobody buys, and I get to keep them. Anyways, I think it's time to have some interesting close-ups. I'm gonna add a link in the description to buy these, and I will see you there.